guys, what the fuck is good? Can we just take a moment to appreciate this lighting and audio upgrade? So stoked. I just fucking love doing this, and I'm so stoked to be here. Thank you for tuning in. Have you ever seen the movie Inception? And you know how when they're in a dream, to be woken up from that dream, they need a kick. And the scene I'm thinking of is when Leonardo DiCaprio gets dunked into the bath, which sends him awake back into the real world. I'm talking about this because I personally had a kick. I had something that woke me up from the dream being my self-perpetuating shitty thoughts, my average view on life, and just not feeling stoked and kind of just moseying around, getting pulled around by life and not actually enjoying it, not making the most of it, and not getting every last drop out of it. So that kick was getting disciplined and starting 75 Hard, the specific program, which I didn't even actually properly do. I did my own version of it, but discipline being the key thing here. And like one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, what Jocko Willing says is discipline equals freedom. Discipline equals freedom. And when you really think about that, the reason that I now am convinced of that being one of my deepest truths is because when you are disciplined, let's put it in the context of nutrition. If you're really disciplined with what you're eating, and you know for a fact, in my case, I'm only eating whole foods, then there aren't the distractions of what food am I going to get? Should I get a pizza? Should I get burgers? I really want lollies. I really want chocolate. It just doesn't fucking exist because I'm committing to whole foods only for 75 days. So there's the freedom in my mind of not having to fucking fixate on eating food, just dumb shit that doesn't even matter in my opinion. And when I'm on these programs, these discipline building programs, all of a sudden, all of that space that I used to think, oh, I'm going to go get a pizza because I want some comfort, the things that I used to normally always do stop happening, and that space like transforms into a space of freedom where I put my time and energy into other things that I actually want to fucking do. I'm not speaking to you right now on this camera because coincidentally I just want to make YouTube videos. I'm feeling inspired and motivated and just so happy to be alive, and like I'm making progress in my life. And so I'm wanting to share that because all of this stuff that I'm talking about is my experience and what I'm learning, and I'm wanting to learn and share what I'm learning on the way. And if I can teach what I'm learning, then I'm just going to learn it even more. So teaching myself how I want to live. So discipline equals freedom. And let's talk about the form that I did that in, which was 75 Hard. And 75 Hard is a mental discipline program created by Andy Frisella, who is an incredible man who, without discovering his content, I wouldn't have changed my life and dived into 75 Hard and realized that I was just lacking mental discipline. So for 75 days, what I personally did, I modified the program, and like Andy says, you aren't meant to modify it, but I wasn't where I was now to understand that, so I modified it, but it changed my life nonetheless anyway. It's the principles of the program that are the most important. So what I did for 75 days was 2 workouts a day, one of them being outside. I did breath work and meditation every single day. And I also did a power list every single day, putting these things that I'm talking about now in. I drank 3 liters of water minimum. I read 10 pages of a book or played 20 minutes of guitar every single day. And I only ate whole foods with no cheat meals and no alcohol. So this program was the kick for me, getting inspired and motivated to truly try and pursue my dreams and passions and everything that I've wanted to do in my whole life and actually fucking do it. Wow, I'm so cool. I learned how to write a book. I got so inspired that I wrote a book, and that was so fucking cool. And that's just one little tiny thing of what this program potentially can unlock as long as you're staying disciplined. But as discipline is a perishable skill, discipline is a perishable skill. It's not a gift or a talent or something that some people just have. Once you stop making deposits into the discipline vault, into the discipline account, then the discipline that you've built up gets used, and suddenly you're not disciplined again. Once you have withdrawn all of the discipline that you've deposited, you lose everything that came with it. And the things that I experienced that came with it: intense motivation and joy for life, better connections with my friends and family, and I finally started to get financially stable. But most importantly, I was just genuinely happy and fulfilled and content with my life and what I was doing. More than anything, that is the key here that I keep reflecting on. So with discipline being a perishable skill, I took time off the program. I had New Year and then didn't get back into any form of discipline training. And before I knew it, I was back in my self-perpetuating cycle of feeling like shit, treating myself like shit, eating whatever the fuck I wanted, and not staying true to the things that I know that I should do every single day. I had spent all of my discipline and I was feeling super anxious, super shit, and just like life was average as fuck again. Back in a good old cycle of just feeling like a piece of shit. And I don't know, sometimes I'm wondering if I should just voice it like this, but just fucking being completely honest, it was just a bad time and everything felt poo. Except the whole time I knew what I needed to do to start enjoying my life again. And again, I woke up one day after like 6 months of just feeling like fucking poo and was like, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? And so I started 75 hard again, but this time doing it with the full intention of the program and doing all of the things and not adjusting it to my liking. However, what I have done is added things that I believe that I should be doing as well on top of 75 hard. I'm currently day 50 in, and I'm sure you can tell I'm currently feeling not anxious and super stoked about life and confident to the point where I can sit here comfortably and talk to the camera. I remember when I first was getting back into this, the first few weeks of 75 hard, when I was like, oh, maybe I can like fulfill my dreams. Maybe I can chase what I'm trying to do with my life. Every time I turned the camera on, I was so nervous and didn't want to share and felt like just super anxious. And now I'm here and I have so far to go. I'm not trying to claim that I've made it. I'm at the point now where I can share and do what I want to do. And that's the main thing. So again, my whole life has completely changed. And that's not because of 75 hard. It's because I now believe in myself. I now trust myself. I now know that what I say I'm going to do because I've got 50 days of evidence of that. I'm not just hoping that miraculously one day I'll wake up and be meditating and doing breath work and all of these things that I know that I should. I'm actually fucking doing them. I'm genuinely doing them every single day. I have the trust in myself now. That is built up over time. You don't just wake up and feel like the man. You build it up over time. So do I think 75 hard is the best thing ever? No. I think the principles of 75 hard, again, instilling the self-belief, the discipline, the mental toughness, the grit, all the stuff that Andy talks about that comes from doing it, that's what I think is like the gold and the whole point of doing, discipline programs. What you're essentially doing, I'll put a graphic up on the screen for you to look at. You're essentially merging who you genuinely are, who you are truthfully, with who you know that you can be or who you want to be. And you're merging those two people and you're in the middle there, like this diagram. You're in the middle of being truthfully who you want to be. You're not just hypothetically wanting to be that person. You truly are. You're acting as that person. So completing 75 days of doing all of the things that you know that you should do, it genuinely changes your life. I don't know how else to put it, and I'm so grateful that I've found this as a way of life, because I'm just so fucking happy. And I was in a shit place, like fucking hell. I know that we all do that, and we all put ourselves in these bad places, and we all beat ourselves up, and we all think that we're the only one, and we all think that life is hard. But loving life and building confidence and building the life that you want is truly a skill that is perishable. You're either moving towards it or you're not, and if you do fuck all, you'll get fuck all. Like in one of my first videos, your inputs equal the outputs that you get from life. And we all have a voice inside of us that knows in pretty much every moment what the right or wrong decision is. And it's just a matter of listening to that deep intuitive voice that we all have. And that isn't something you just wake up and go, oh yay, I'm gonna listen to the voice. This sounds so stupid. But you build that up over time. The more that you execute on your daily power list, your daily goals, the more you start to be able to listen to that voice, because you're actually paying attention subtly to it, because you are completing things that you know that you should be doing each and every day. You're giving that voice a little bit of like, wait, I can speak up, cool, I can help achieve the dream life. Again, you don't wake up loving life and living the life that you want, you fucking build it. So getting extremely practical again, what are 5 things that you know that you should be doing each and every day? They can be so simple. They can be starting the day with a cup of water. They can be not vaping. They can be saying hi to my mum on the phone, or whatever. They can be the simplest things, whatever you personally believe that you should be doing. Pick 5 things and put them in a power list. If you want the contentment journal, which is a power list journal, feel free to click the link in the bio of this video, in the description of this video, and you can download the free PDF of that, and you can print it out or just use it electronically. If you want to change your life, reinvent yourself. Commit to doing 5 things every single day that you'll do, no matter what. There is no compromise here, which is one of my first videos. But we got that fresh mic and lighting set up now, so all the content's going to be so much better. So stoked and so grateful about that. So if you want to stay the same, do exactly what you're doing now and you'll get the same results. If you want to change, you have to do different shit. If you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm fucking so stoked to be here again. Doing this has been a dream of mine since I can remember, and I've just been dabbling in it, and now to be at the point where I have my own beautiful space where I can really pursue what I want to put out there. You know, I'm doing this because I wish there was more content in the world about how to get better and improve your life and truly achieve your dreams and not feel so. And I hope to inspire at least one person to take action in their life and build the life of their dreams. And that's the whole reason that I'm doing this shit, because I fucking was miserable and now I'm not, and it's my duty to share that. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope that there was some value that you could extract from this. And I would also just like to say that I'm not trying to pretend like I'm some dude who's found the secret. I've listened to people that do what I want to be doing, and I'm just regurgitating their information and what I've learned from them in my own original way. And this is the way it sounds. So thank you for tuning in, and let's fucking do it. Let's get after it. Let's get every last drop from life. I love you. Thank you.